Back strain in general from standing for long periods of time is unfortunately one of the top 10 most common workplace injuries in the US. Standing for long periods of time can get to be real painful after a while. So how can you reduce the pain and or chance of strain? Well, after some time of searching for solutions, I've come up with just a few handy tips on how to save yourself from a bit of pain. First and most obvious would be to just take a moment to sit down every once in a while. Use breaks to rest your legs and take advantage of any chances you may get to sit. Squatting for a moment is also good if your employer is alright with that. Of course, you can't always find a way to rest on the job. As hard as it can be on people's bodies, most employers don't want them employees sitting on the job as they fear it may be seen as unprofessional. Because of this, I've got an entire list of other methods, including exercise and stretching. Be careful, of course, to avoid stretches like sit-ups and toe touches, as they might put even more stress on your lower back and make the pain worse. But simple things like hamstring stretches can do a lot of good for you. Next, we have sitting and standing up straight. Some people might think this is an obvious one, but many people, including teens, have a tendency to shift their weight from leg to leg and arch their back. It may take just a tiny bit more energy, but it's definitely better for you in the long run. Having supportive shoes can also be a big factor in how standing affects your body. Just like how there's a big difference in how it feels to walk around barefoot on concrete versus in shoes, there's a big difference in how well flats affect your feet and standing for long periods of time, and how running shoes do. Lastly, if the pain gets to be more than manageable doing all these other things, it's best to take to using heat, ice, and ibuprofen. Hot packs are typically the most practical in the workplace so long as you pay close attention to just how warm the pack is throughout the day and are sure to follow the instructions on the packaging on how to use them. Most common are adhesive hot packs, those of which you can apply to the sore area underneath your clothing, making sure to check how warm your skin is throughout the day, and are not to be used for longer than 8 hours a day. That's all I've got for you. Doing these things won't completely avoid any pain you may have, but taking the right steps can help you in making sure it doesn't get any worse than it needs to.